Friends, this is the B-side for the Pale Wave song, I Wonder What It's Like to Die. And I'll be honest, I don't have anything fancy to say about this one. I've kind of started to worry that for a while I've just been going in a circle and repeating myself with these things and, trying to come up with something more clever to say. But I'm just going to kind of say what was on my mind about this one and why it made the playlist. So, one of the things that's been interesting to me as I work on this playlist was that I can never know for sure that these songs and pieces are about mourning because I don't know about the internality of someone else. And I wanted to talk about that because Heather Baron Gracie has talked about what this song is about. She said it's about losing her grandfather. The name of this song is I Wonder What It's Like to Die, but on some versions of the album it says Carl, I Wonder What It's Like to Die. And it's an address from her to her grandfather. And so, what was interesting to me is I wanted to talk about this idea that the mourning isn't mine or ours as we listen to it. The mourning is Baron Gracie's that she chooses to share with us, and how that might complicate or how it might simplify things. For one, it means that I don't have to give any commentary about what it might be about or what certain lyrics mean, because it's a very blunt song about how she misses her grandfather. But it made it into my playlist, which I thought was really interesting because I haven't really lost a grandparent. On my mom's side, my grandma is still around, and grandpa died before I was born, which saddens me, but I don't think I necessarily mourn for him because as I said on this playlist, mourning I think requires love or at least some sort of connection, and I don't have one to him. I have moments where my parents might say, oh, he would have loved to do this, you would have loved to do this with him. Or they've speculated about what he might be like if he were still around and how his relationship to me and my brother would be. But I didn't lose him because I never had him. And like I said, my grandma on that side is still around and we're quite close. And on my dad's side, grandpa left the family way before I was born. And while I had a grandmother and I lost her, she never had any real relationship with me and my father because of choices she had made and who she was. And I still mourned her because it was mournable. But I remember thinking when she died that I don't miss her in the same way that Baron Gracie misses Carl. And this is, her story. It's very personal. She talks about, her mom finding him on Christmas or a London show or even the age she was when she found out her grandfather died, and none of it is applicable to me. But when I listened to it, I was still able to tap into her mourning and feel the same sadness she felt, though to a much lesser degree, just because mechanically I couldn't feel it to the same degree because it was her loss and not mine. One of the things we talked about in this class is what a poem or a song can or can't do. And I think this is really interesting because when a lot of the times when it comes to mourning, it's about what the song can't do, right? The breakup songs in this playlist can't get them back together. The songs about someone dying don't bring that person back to life. And then this song is not going to bring her grandfather back to life, but it can help her through it. And I don't know if it did or not. Obviously, I don't know her. And I know it gave me that same feeling, which I think is really, really fascinating. And like I said, I have nothing super articulate to say about this, but I kind of wanted to use this as a springboard to talk about the idea of what mourning can or can't do.